Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Muhammad Amza bin Muhammad Ashraf. Number metric A1880269. I am from group 19. I will present about the Jackson and 2 GNT Express Services and Organizational Performance. A case study on COVID-19 crisis. Key presentation point is status of research, issues, organization and sector background, research objective, research question, hypothesis, theoretical framework, research design, sampling frame, population, sample size, unit of analysis, and validity and reliability of the instrument. First is the title. The title is the Jackson and 2 GNT Express Services and Organizational Performance, which is a case study on COVID-19 crisis. First is the issues. Introduction. The company is generally engaged in logistics and package delivery. GNT Express use automated sorting warehouse. GNT Express is an express delivery company based on top-notch modernized technology. Their tagline is "Express your online business," which positions their brand as the core of e-commerce express. The problem of the statement is the postal service in Malaysia is facing of increasing demand of postage due to the outbreak of COVID-19, which pose a contemporary threat to humanity. Next, the pandemic had blocked many activities through the state in Malaysia, including postal services. As a result, there are many deliveries and dumping online products because of COVID-19. Move to the next topic is organization and sector background. Commonly known as GNT Express is a company which runs postal services. Their sustainability in implementing advanced IT management system improve the work express delivery services and customer services quality with the fastest, most convenient and efficient claims. Move to the next topic is research objective. First research objective is to identify nature of layout practices on cost delivery at GNT Express. The second research objective to determine nature organizational performance on profit margin at GNT Express. The last and the third research objective is to examine the relationship between nature layout practices and organizational performance at GNT Express. Research question number 1. About the research question is what nature of layout practices on cost delivery at GNT Express? Research question number 2 is what nature of organizational performance on profit margin at GNT Express? Research question number 3 is what the relationship between layout practice and organizational performance at GNT Express? For the research hypothesis is there is a positive and significant relationship between layout practices on cost delivery and organizational performance on profit margin at GNT Express. Topic is theoretical framework. First, let's introduce the defined variable. Coronavirus or COVID-19 is a type of dangerous virus that infects humans. Layout practices is activities plan of GNT services in operation that need to be performed in organization. Lastly, organizational performance comprise the actual output or result of organization or measure against its intended output. In this pandemic era of COVID-19, it surely will affect our profit margin, return on investment and return of asset. Let's see the table of theoretical framework on layout practice and organizational performance at GNT Express. There are three things, which is independent variable, which is layout practice, which is cost delivery, the risk of job loss increase, stability of cash flow in GNT company. The moderating variable is GNT Express. And dependent variable is organizational performance, which is profit margin, return on investment, and return on asset. Research design is the research is utilizing descriptive correlational research design. The sampling frame. Sample will be extracted from a list of staff and employees under the quality of delivery services of J&T Express. Okay, next is sampling size. The objective is the sampling size is based on the service of J&T Express during pandemic COVID-19. The size of the population is around workers. Population and sample. The population is all staff and employees extract as per research directory of J&T Express. The sample is subject will be identified based on two inclusion criteria, which is has at least 5 years experience on layout practices and has at least 5 years experience on organizational performance. The sampling strategies. Stratified random sampling is a method for sampling from population where population are divided into subgroups and units are randomly selected from subgroups. We will perform qualitative method to obtain our study. The sample taken in this study was random from workers. We also provide questionnaire on interview through Google Meeting form to get the data from staff and employees. The population sample is workers at J&T Express. Therefore, the estimate proportionate 10% from views of workers at J&T Express. To determine of sample size, the study from simple random and the sample size is all worker. The unit of analysis is as the interest of the research will be on the organizational performance. The unit of analysis will be the J&T services. Validity and reliability. Content of validity is our study has the compatibility between independent variable and dependent variable. Face validity. Will J&T services be able to prove internal of company based on the views of the worker on layout practices and organizational performance at J&T Express? Test retest reliability. Through our study, reliability tests are used through Google Meet to test the hypothesis we have provided. Inter-item consistency. The Cronbach coefficient alpha will be used to test the reliability coefficient value through Google Meet. Last is plan of data analysis. Okay, the research objective to determine the current level of organizational performance layout practices of J&T Express Holding. The variable is levels defined as relative degree or as achievement intensity or concentration. The measurement is statement related to the level of organizational performance layout practice of J&T Express Holding. The scale is interval. Statistic, descriptive statistic, mean, median, standard deviation, minimum, maximum, skewness, and kurtosis. Research objective to examine whether or not organizational performance and layoff performance are able to predict the performance of J&T Express Holding and its mean dimension. The variable is independent variable evaluated in terms of its predictive power and to see how much variance in dependent variable they are able to explain. The measurement is measurement on predicting variable of organizational performance and layoff performance. Explain score of variance in organizational performance. The scale is interval and the statistic is multiple linear regression, which is MLR. Third is to examine which is the best predictor of the performance of J&T Holding, organizational performance or layoff practices. The variable is predictor independent variable evaluate in terms of its predictive power. Measure the best predictor, organizational learning or transformational leadership. The scale is interval. The statistic is multiple linear regression, which is MLR. Next is to examine if controlling for the size, organizational or do both organizational performance and layoff practice still able to predict a significant amount of variance in the performance of J&T Express Holding. The variable is control variable defined based on the theoretical grounds, with each independent variable being assessed in terms of what it adds to the prediction of the dependent variable after the previous variable are controlled for. The measurement is controlling for the size that one holds with the organization, do organizational performance and layoff practices still able to predict a significant amount of variance in the performance of J&T Express Holding. The scale is interval. Statistic is hierarchical multiple regression, which is HMR.